The news was, John Heyman, that Juan Soto turned down a 15-year, $440 million deal. Tell us all the details, how we got here, and what's next.
The trade market has been interrupted by a bombshell. It's going to be a feeding frenzy. I know that the Yankees, Mets, and Padres at least are going to be investigating, but many, many more are as well.
I don't make the decisions. They take the decisions. If they want to make the decisions, I got to just pack my stuff and go, but if not, I'm going to keep playing baseball as hard as I can.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime generational player. It'll be interesting what happens in the near future with that.
John Heyman is everywhere. John Heyman on Twitter says, no word that the Yankees are officially out on Juan Soto. It's clear they currently aren't at the forefront of these talks, so it makes sense they jumped on Andrew Benintendi. San Diego, St. Louis, Dodgers, Texas, perhaps due to better prospect matches, seem more involved in Soto talks. So as long as we're just spitballing here, since it appears Juan Soto, a great player, age 23 season, is going to be traded, even though this year and 2 more years of club control are coming. So again, he's cost controlled. Even if he's going to be $20 million a year, he makes $17 million now. Where would be a good fit for Soto?
Well, selfishly, I would like to see him go out west. The San Diego Padres. Let's put Juan Soto in a lineup with Manny Machado and get Fernando Tatis back. The pitching that San Diego has, do we now see a San Diego team that can rival and unseat the LA Dodgers, who have been the class of out west for so long? I love the San Diego Padres, as everybody should know, had beautiful years there. We were never able to push it over the top. I think Juan Soto going to San Diego swaps the power and gives the San Diego Padres a look that rivals the Dodgers look on paper, lineup-wise. Juan Soto, the next 2 years, I'm the San Diego Padres, and you've been trying to win for a long time. You've been going all in. Why not one more time for a couple more years? Trade some of those prospects, put this guy in. You're a World Series favorite.
It's tantalizing.
It is.
Right, if you have a healthy Tatis, which they don't as of yet, but they've had with Machado, it's an exciting club already. It's energized the city. Where would you like to see him go?
Look, for me, this is easy. And I went back, I just mentioned Jerry Dipoto and how he likes to wheel and deal. He likes to make deals out there in Seattle. I would love to see Juan Soto in Seattle with Julio Rodriguez for a couple of years. Those two would be so exciting together. You could put together a great lineup where you get Mitch Haniger back. You've got all this young talent out there. That pitching staff that has been so good. You give them a rock in the offense like Juan Soto, Ty France bat. Are you kidding me? You start to put this lineup out there, how young they are, they're going to continue to get better and better and better. With that pitching and what they got going on out there, it just feels like something special. They could be a force in that AL West. Who else is going to compete with them in the AL West outside of Houston? Right now, you're not seeing much. You're not expecting very much out of the other teams. I really think that organization could do damage out there in the AL West and in the AL for years to come. That would take signing him, but at least for this year, maybe the next 2 years, for sure.
Historically, they've been a team that's not afraid to spend. Historically. So, right, they are a team that could very much be in the running to do an extension, even though that would be
They don't have much money on the book.
And you're going to pay him. He's going to free agency unless you pay fair or even above market price. Scott Borison Corporation.
Whatever the top.
Right. You're paying top dollar, or you're getting.
Listen, for me, if I were betting, look, he's going to the Dodgers. I already know this. Because, hey, we just got Freddie Freeman. We really need Juan Soto. But if you want to be creative, if a team really wanted to make a splash and actually improve themselves and put themselves from no man's land to over the top, the Cleveland Guardians. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but it really comes down to prospects that you can give up. And now if you can keep, Rosario and Jimenez, now maybe one of those guys have got to go in order to get Juan Soto. But look at this potentially. This is a team that has a lot of contact, not a lot of power. His plate discipline fits right in because that's what they do. And again, this is kind of like they're like a junior welterweight fighting against heavyweights. We know this. You put Soto in there, suddenly, light heavyweight. I like the boxing analogies, 175. All right, so anyway, if you put Soto in there, here's why as well. It makes some business sense. Look, they spend no money. It's time to spend a little bit of money. Soto makes $17 million this year in arbitration. All right, so he makes 20, 25. You should be able to swing that. You're not signing him long term. We know this. But you're getting 2.5 years or 2 1/3 years of Juan Soto. They're only spending $68 million now, 4th lowest in baseball. They have a superstar already. You talk about like Tatis, Machado. Jose Ramirez is one of those guys. You now would have the 2 superstars, the bunch of contact hitters and defensive players, and I think Cleveland becomes a wild card team for the next 3 years to get it. And now a wild card also is not a one game on the road playoff. You get a series in that wild card round.
And to go back to what I was saying about the AL West, look at the AL Central. That thing seems like it's up for grabs every year. I could see them running the AL Central for a couple of years with the talent they have. And you talked about you have to have the prospects. They have the prospects. These are all guys ranked in the top 100 recently. As far as prospects goes, 8 guys. They have enough ammunition to get that done.
It's rare that you have a chance to get a player like that, right? Do you want to clear out your minor league system? No. But for this guy, for not Soto, this year and 2 more years, that's long term for Cleveland.
I love your Cleveland play, and this makes a lot of sense for Cleveland to go in with the group that they already have.
Yeah, we're just trying to do something other than just put, like, where would he land? Betts, Freeman, Soto. Like, we already know that's happening.